hang on.
Like an
Can I go ahead and start it? Yeah. Okay, we're ready.
Today is April 12th, 2023. Meeting is now open at 3 o'clock p.m. Copy of the Nebraska Open Meeting Act is located on the north wall of the county board room. Roll call. Jonathan Davison.
Present.
Randy Bennett.
Here.
John Strawn.
Here.
George Forrest here. Absent Laura Tanton. Also attending, excuse me, Carrie Plummer Galecki, Board Secretary, Mary Davis, HR Director, and Kyla Hathcote from the County Attorney. Did I butcher
Yeah, that's
that?
pretty bad. But that's okay.
Kayla
Hathcote from the County Attorney's Office. Item 1 is to approve minutes from January 25th, 2023. Do we have a motion to approve?
So move. Second.
Motion by John Strawn, seconded by Randy Bennett. Please vote.
Four, yay, none against, vote, or motion carries.
Item number 2 is discuss and make recommendations on the personnel rules and regulations. Rule number 2, county employment, regulation number 1, selection process. Mary Davis, Director of Human Resources. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Back in 2018, the county formed the Human Capital Committee. And one of the roles of that committee was to review vacancies and the filling of positions, and also to approve new position requests. The HCC is no longer an active committee, and as a result, it requires that we make some revisions to our current personnel rules and regulations. So Rule 2, County Employment, Reg 1, selection process. You'll see on page 6 of your packet, I believe, or on the screen. We are requesting to remove the following language. Filling of vacancies will require approval by the Human Capital Committee per County Board Resolution 2018-089. That is the only change in this regulation.
Any board discussion?
You just said, I'm sorry. You just said that committee is no longer in existence, and so with that, I'll make the motion that we accept rule number 2, regulation number 1, as proposed by striking filing of vacancies will require approval by the Human Capital Committee per the County Board Resolution 2018-089.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Carrie, was the county approached by anybody to speak on this matter?
No, it was not.
Okay. See no one coming forward to speak on it. Good. Please vote on the motion.
Who was the second?
Randy?
I was so fast at getting it in there.
I'm proud of you.
4 yeas, one absent. Motion carries.
Item number 3, discuss and make recommendations on the personnel rules and regulations. Rule 10, classification system, regulation 1, classification system administration. Mary Davis, HR Director.
You'll find that information on page 14 of your packet and also on the screen. Section 3 The modification for Section 3 is that we removed all reference to the Human Capital Committee and replaced that with, once a new position is created, we will bring that job description, salary recommendation to the Personnel Policy Board for approval, so they can enter the classified service. And then we'll take that to the county board for final approval, and along with any recommendations that the board may have. And that's how that is outlined in Section 3, provisions and procedures of that article.
Is there board discussion?
I have a question, Mary.
Sure.
In the creation of a new position, originally when we wrote this policy, part of this was so that the budget was approved for that open position. This appears to remove that connection between a position opening and budgetary approval. How is that addressed at present? And is that within the purview, it may or may not be within the purview of our process,
Right.
but what's the protection for the county
On
for
a-
creation of new positions outside of a budgetary process, which seems awkward to me?
So outside of the budgetary process, then we would reconvene the budget committee and have a conversation with them to see if those funds would be allocated for that position.
So really, a variation in that process, not an elimination, but the reference to that process is removed from our policy.
Right.
Thank you, Chris.
Any other comment?
Yeah, Mary, right in that Section 3 under A, that last sentence in red, the new position request shall, I didn't know if we could change the word from shall. I'm thinking an emergency situation where you have to bring it in front of this board and then take it on to the county board. Can we make the word shall like should, or can we change, because this says this is what we're going to do. We have an emergency, we shall do it by this process, and that kind of ties our hands.
Sure.
Am I misreading that, or does that make sense?
No, that makes sense. We can change that to should.
And it's just the one word, if the county attorney's office isn't, it's just kind of, like I said, an emergency situation is what I'm thinking, but, all right.
Yep, understood.
So go ahead and change it to should. Is that the best word potentially?
Sure.
Could you fill me on which paragraph were you talking about again?
We're in Section 3,
Yeah.
under A, the last sentence,
Okay, got it.
the fourth word from shall to should.
Okay.
I mean, I agree with that 110%. It's just that unknown hopefully takes out of it.
Does that change need to be done as a motion and voted separately?
I believe it does.
Vote to approve it with the changes.
Okay.
Vote to approve
With the changes.
as changed? Okay. Any other board discussion? Is there any discussion from anybody in the county? Gary, did anybody?
Nope, no one.
I'm going to make that motion to Rule 10, Classification System, Regulation 1, Classification System Administration, with the changes as proposed, including Section 3, Provisions and Procedures, under A, the last sentence, new position request should normally be made during the annual budget process.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Please vote as amended.
Four ayes, one absent, motion carries.
Item number 4, discuss and make recommendations on the personnel rules and regulations. Rule 11, compensation plan, Regulation 1, compensation plan administration. Mary Davis, HR.
Yes. Is on page 20 of your packet of information. Section 7, pay rate change due to consolidation. This deals with any time the county may have to consolidate 2 departments. There was a reference to the Human Capital Committee as to how that consolidation will work, if you will. And so this just brings it back into the hands of Human Resources. We'll work with the department head to make sure that that department has everything that they need.
Any board discussion? Carrie, has anybody approached the county to speak on this?
No, they have not.
Okay. Excuse me. Can we vote on, let me back up.
I'll make a motion
Thank you.
that we approve Rule 11 Compensation Plan Regulation 1, Compensation Plan Administration as amended by the county.
I'll second. Please vote.
Four ayes, 1 absence, motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. Item 5, adjournment. We have a motion to adjourn.
Jonathan on the record.
So moved.
Second.
Usually everyone's rushing to that one.
Please vote.
4 ayes, 1 absent, motion carries.
Gotta have fun with it though, don't you?
That's right.
So,
Life's all about.
is the meeting adjourned?
Meeting is adjourned.
Yeah.
Now you can, now you can.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. Meeting adjourned at 3:12 PM.
Thank you. Perfect. I almost voted against my own motion just to show Strawn. I showed up.
That
Wouldn't be the first and wouldn't be the last.
or